Previously on Viewfinder. Some optical illusions made navigation more difficult, and an efficient design was criticized.
Mirren's workspace awaits. She's rather special. The one who started all of this, with good intentions no less. She even made me, and for that I will always be thankful. Even though she really loved this place.
As a certain droid in a certain science fiction movie series would put it, thank the maker. It looks like she liked dark places, based on what I'm seeing.
It's different, isn't it? Mirren was passionate about her studies.
Yeah, that would explain this building. It looks like it's going to be more vertical than the last one. Oh look, a tin with biscuit seeds. Oh, let's see what this one has in store for us.
I'm rather fond of this structure. It makes me feel tall. Higher and higher we go. Those structures back there, they eluded Mirren. Unusual things, but useful in their own way. I wonder how you'll navigate them.
Yes. Looks like we're looking for planets here. Oh yes, the purple structures. Those are new. And it looks like these notes were used as a coaster. And she obviously couldn't be bothered to code out the stain.
I've been staring at the wall for hours. It's quite beautiful in the way that it imposes upon the sky. If you know where to look, you can already see that there will come a day when the blue skies we take for granted are gone, replaced by some other darker colour. I know it in my heart of hearts. But there's something hopeful about that purple. At the very least, it's not red.
Right. I suspect that was created before.
Bloody voicemail!
I bet these phone booths are placed at the most inopportune spots. Just leaving you a message that I've been trying to look ahead, but the simulation is a bit of a maze. You're the only one that can navigate it. If I were to guess, though, what remains of all their research should be scattered around you. And if I were a delicate machine that could solve climate change, I'd be deep in a lab somewhere. Anyway, I'll do my best out here. Find that machine, all right? I'm cheering you on.
Yes. Mirren's message was made before the skies turned red. Yes, you're going to need to find a way of getting around that. And Jesse wasn't kidding about there being corruption the deeper you go into it. Yeah. That's how they work. They won't allow anything to be imposed on them. Yeah, this is how to do it. You need to go around the purple wall and get the battery that way. Well, yeah.
You figured it out! Mirren would have been impressed.
This is incredible. The system is self-learning, ever-growing. It can be used to build structures, new buildings, supported on its own energy. This could truly help push the principles of my research to new heights. I need to show this to Araya immediately.
What a fond memory. Mirren was so excited about her work. Ambition is an infectious thing.
Yeah, but it can also be harmful. Right. Yes, you're going to need something to get through that wall. And also to get up there. Perhaps this could help. Yeah, you're going to need that film. Right. You might want to pick up the giant Rubik's Cube. You could probably jump on that. And yeah, that's where you need to jump up to. Ah, good. You can use that to get through that wall. Right. It looks like you're going to need to use that one shot to create something to either get around that wall or over it. I'll stay quiet until you think of something, or I think of something.
I wonder how we're going to reach that teleporter.
Okay, you might be onto something. If you can't go around it with one shot, find a way to go over it. You have the right idea, as far as I'm aware, but those two bits poking out. They need to be a bit closer than that. You do see those two bits sticking out, right? Those two dots. Ah, finally.
Where's that ringing coming from?
It's coming from down there. And I see what needs to be done here. A bridge needs to be created.
You made it! I'm so happy. Nice work. You're near the end of this wild maze. At least, as far as I can tell. The weather disruptor must be around here somewhere. It's Mirren's life work, right? She must have stashed it away. Find it, and let's get you out of there.
The weather disruptor. Mirren's life's work. I see. Mirren and the others developed a lot of potential solutions for your current climate worries. I'm sure one will be useful. Yes, I'm sure.
Well, let's hope so. Meanwhile, the solution to...
I'm sure you noticed by now, but using film was always Mirren's idea. One of her many passions.
Yes, the solution to getting across there is needed. Yeah, don't want to destroy this. Just what is needed. Just need to position that correctly, and then just hop across and, well, head to the next one.
A perfect fit. An elegant solution.
Well, it's not exactly the most complicated way of dealing with the problem. Good. I was wondering how to get across the last gap.
Looking around me now almost feels like seeing into the future. How exciting! To think that one day our cities could look like this, could breathe like this. It's never too early to change the world.
You remind me a lot of Mirren, you know? Always taking new information, mastering it quickly. Ingenuity. From what I've gathered, having a passion to strive forward is the first step to accomplishing many things. Mirren always loved her research corners.
Okay. Let's figure it out after we hear what this is.
All this work. I see now that it's only part of the solution. What we need is a grounded catalyst that can place full control over the atmosphere directly into our hands. A machine to offset the RISE project's nitrogen emissions. The missing piece of the puzzle that will bolster the architecture's weaknesses. Kate, can you archive this batch of results? I've a brilliant idea that I need to diagram.
Huh. She sounds optimistic. Oh yes, and as for how to deal with this, I suspect you'll need to take more than one picture of a battery on a surface that isn't purple, and then have it drop into the inside of the cage. Yeah. You'll need to find a battery. Yeah, there it is. Yes, it would work better if you had all of the battery. Good. Now position it so that it drops into the cage. Good. Now you need one more, and the teleporter will be fully powered.
Okay, I do have a first build. I can't say that I'm happy with how it's turned out, but it is a start. That counts for something. Okay, I'll run the test just to have the data. After that's done, we'll leave this workspace behind and begin again.
Well, Aharon is certainly big on Matisse, based on his space. Ah. Right. Yes, that could be a problem. No, this is no good. You're going to need to create a hole, then have the, well, battery drop. and then you can retrieve it.
Artful gift from Iran, no doubt.
Yeah, I gathered that, kid. Yeah, I know, it's a bit more complicated to do than
I was wondering how you would tackle this solution.
say. Uh-huh. Right. So far, one shot and nothing to shoot with. Ah, I see what you need to do here. Even though you can't see it, you'll be able to take that shot through that wall, as it will only capture what isn't on the purple surface. See what I mean?
Wonderful solution. True freedom from constraints.
Well, it does help that.
I've been pondering about your search. I'm wondering, this weather disruptor? I know of it. If I'm right, then you're not too far away. Tell me, is this your solution to heal the world?
How should I know? I've not seen it before.
Despite the wonders of this complex machine, it doesn't solve the root problem of the increase in UV exposure and a decrease in oxygen output. It's a plaster on an open wound. I need to brainstorm further. Kate, can you note this annotation? I'm going to try something different. Actually, wait, let's get a photo instead.
Collaboration always sparks innovation. You're collaborating too, with someone. The phone calls, they're lovely. I hope the two of you find your own sparks of innovation together too.
Yeah. And I can see the toad in the hole.
Safe to say the party was a success. Alabin was right, as much as I hate to acknowledge his genius. I enjoyed myself, but there's still work to do. Kate, can you compile the solution submissions? I want to have a laugh going over them again later.
That's sausages and batter. Right. You need that battery, but it's in that cage. And this is a puzzle of her making. Well, let's get started. You know what, I'll keep quiet for a little and let you see if you can figure it out yourself. think you're going about this the wrong way. Rather than trying to move the battery, it might be an idea to take a picture of the teleporter and the place for the battery. Well, glad that worked.
Onwards and upwards.
Well, why not? You've cleaned out the ground floor. So might as well move forward from here. Ooh, a couple of optional challenges, so yeah, you might want to get those out of the way before dealing with what you need. Well, progress is certainly slower here, but at least there's progress. Until next time. Hail the rabbits!